There is a very real chance that we might win the league today. Not in the last two games, today. Let's see if we can do it. Yes, hello, welcome into Living Sports here for another episode of Glory Hunter on Football Manager 22. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss an episode. And if you have enjoyed the series so far, please do leave a like on it to let me know. It's getting very, very exciting. As you can see from the screen in front of you, we're looking at Inter Milan's recent fixtures, and their two most recent SerieA games were draws against Sassuolo and against Sampdoria. That leaves SerieA looking like this. We are 4 points clear and we have 4 games to go. Inter Milan just have the 3 to go. We play Fiorentina today. If we win that, we are 7 points clear with just 3 games left to go. And then we play Lazio in the second game of today's episode, and if we win that, we are SerieA champions. I know, it's crazy. I didn't think that we would be so far ahead at the top of the table. You can see AC Milan, who are competing with us for so long, have totally fallen off. They're even behind Juventus now. And Inter Milan starting to drop off. Even if we don't win our games today, we'll still be top of the table no matter what happens. But 2 wins today will guarantee us the SerieA title. We obviously played 1 game since we last met. That was against Parma. Vlahovic got himself a hat-trick in that game. And then he tore his abdominal muscle in training and is out for the next 2 months. So he's out for the rest of the season, which is not ideal, especially when you look at our team here. And Benjamin Sesko is also coming back from an injury, so he won't be able to play today either, which means we only have Abraham, Raspadori, and possibly Kramaric. And we've not seen Kramaric all season, especially after signing Raspadori and Vlahovic. But we're just going to get straight into today's games. I say Fiorentina and then Lazio. 2 wins will win us SerieA. 4 years it's taken us, and it's within touching distance. Can we do it? Let's hope we can. So the team today: Kepa in goal, Christensen, Lindelof and Zagadou at the back, Dalot and Christensen in the wing-back positions, and McKennie will play today with Camavinga and Riise in midfield. Abraham and Raspadori partner each other up front. We don't really have many attacking options on the bench, so hopefully nothing happens to either of the two of them. Remember, the Italian Cup is in just a week and a half's time, so we don't want to pick up any injuries before that. It looks like the league is ours. It's certainly ours to throw away, but we don't want any injuries before the cup final, because that is an important match. So remember, Fiorentina do have a Nicolas Pepe in their side. The last time we played against Fiorentina, well, Pepe did score against us, so hopefully that doesn't happen today. Fiorentina down in 9th position, so not exactly the easiest game of this season, but it's not exactly the hardest one either. It's the easiest of the last 4 that we have. So it's certainly one that we have to be winning, as we're just a couple of minutes in and Christensen finds Riise and Dalot's in behind here. What's he going to do? Ball into Raspadori and it's cleared away. The corner swung in by Riise to the middle of the goal, and Zagadou heads that in and he gets himself his 3rd goal of the season. Riise yet again provider. So good at set pieces. Great delivery from him. And we lead 1-0 here as this ball swung straight in, and just Zagadou just loses his man, and the man who's zonally marking doesn't get there before him, and he heads that in, and we lead 1-0 early on in just 7 minutes. And now we've got our second highlight, and who's it going to go to? Fiorentina. Nicolas Pepe's in behind the defence here. Can he cross the ball in? He gets challenged by Camavinga. I was worried that might have been a penalty, but it wasn't, and Camavinga comes away with the ball, drives forward up the middle, finds Raspadori, who's obviously playing instead of Sesko because of the injury to Sesko, and instead of Vlahovic because of the injury of Vlahovic. Christensen with it, back to Camavinga. Christensen, the left wing back, gets it all the way back to Zagadou, and will recycle the play. McKennie forward to Christensen, flicked on for Raspadori. Can he finish? Just wide of the goal. Cracking effort. And another highlight. There's lots of highlights early on in this game for us. Amrabat with it forward to Dia. And McKennie challenges well and finds Reese. And it's forward to Raspadori. Got to finish. He doesn't. It's a good save from Galini in the goal. Dallo with the throw on the right hand side. Gets it back from Reese and McKennie and Dallo. It's nice football here. McKennie into Camavinga. Back to McKennie now. And Dallo loses the ball to De La Cruz. Legere plays it back to Galini, and the ball is launched long. 3 centre defenders should take care of that, and they do. And Christensen and Zagadou playing the ball about at the back as Zagadou comes forward, finds Camavinga over to Raspadori, who's pulled out to the left-hand side there and loses the ball to Henriks, and the ball is cleared away, only as far as Christensen though. Camavinga has it, Reese. Abraham now, over to Dallo, it's intercepted, but Reese collects it, and that was wonderful football. A mistake from the Fiorentina defender, however, gave us a chance, but Reese could not tuck that one away, and he swings in the resulting corner and Abraham heads over. We have been dominant so far in this game, but we're still only 1-0 ahead. There's a chance here. Who's it going to go to? Zagadou wins a header. Camavinga with it now. And McKennie and Raspadori, who hits it. Oh, what an effort from him. Just wide of the goal. At the moment, we're top of the table, obviously by 7 points. With 3 games to go after this one. It looks, as I say, like it's our title to throw away, so long as we make sure to win this one. And the fact we're only winning 1-0 is a bit worrying to me. Can't we get ourselves a second and make it a little bit more comfortable? Reese with it, into Dallo, into Camavinga, who heads that. And that's just over the top of the bar. Another highlight here. We've not made any changes yet. We probably will in just a minute as Zagadou comes forward. We're so good just keeping a hold of the ball, and Reese in particular has been outstanding this season as Dallo has it now on the right hand side. Back into Reese. Can he get the ball in? He tries. It's a poor cross. Just as I say, he's been really good this season. He puts in a poor cross. Typical that, isn't it? The curse of the commentator. Raspadori wins the ball back though and finds Reese and Abraham, and it's challenged by Ruggieri, but Dallo collects it and Abraham hits it and is wide of the goal. Oh, we should be scoring more. Look at the number of shots, 19-2, and we're only up 1-0. We'll have to make some changes. Camavinga's been playing all right, but he's a little bit tired, so we'll bring on Johansson to play for him. McKennie's on a yellow. Declan Rice can come on for him. And further forward, Raspadori can come off, and we'll give Kramaric a game. He's not played for ages for us after he was so good as our third choice last season. He is leaving in a free at the end of the year. I mean, we'll probably be leaving Roma at the end of the year, so it doesn't really matter. But we'll see if he can get himself a goal before he goes in. Abraham just tried the most audacious overhead kick ever, and it's went out for a corner kick. I don't know. Sorry, we're having to rewind that. Right, let's watch this one again. Dallo into the box, and Abraham, it was an overhead kick, and the goalkeeper saved it. To be fair, it was on target. I was not expecting that at all. As the resulting corner, the ball was swung in, and it's going to come to nothing probably as Reese puts the ball in and it's headed away. That was very audacious from Tammy Abraham there. Goodness me. We're winning the game 1-0. Just put your head on it. You don't need to do an overhead kick. Well, maybe you do have to do an overhead kick if you're going to act like that. I don't know. But we have won the game 1-0 nonetheless. Abraham, even though he had an audacious overhead kick attempt, getting a 7.5, I would deduct points for that. You don't need to have such fanciness when you're playing football. Just head the ball in. Keep it simple. We have won 1-0. We're 7 points clear. A win against Lazio in the next one will win us the league. Let's see if we can do it. Just looking at the fixtures, interestingly, Inter Milan play before we do. So we could win the league without even having to play if Inter Milan do not get a positive result against Fiorentina in the 12:30 kickoff. We play at 8:30 at night. Looking at the records, we've set a new record for the number of points in a season at 89 so far. The previous one was 87. We still have 3 games to go. We could set that record even higher. Let's see if we can do that. I really hope Inter Milan don't ruin this by not getting a result against Fiorentina, because we're going to be playing against Lazio, so obviously a Rome derby. It will be my 200th game in charge of Roma when we play Lazio. How beautiful would that be if in my 200th game against our city rivals, we won the league? That would be brilliant. And we're also on the verge of setting a record for the most wins in a single season for us. 28 is the current record. We're currently on 28, so if we beat Lazio, we could win the league in my 200th game and set a new record for the number of wins in a season. The stars are all aligning. Just don't ruin it, Inter. And I am not going to hold a team meeting because my team meetings are rubbish. Right, today is the Sunday. It's game day. The first game that's going to go ahead is Inter Milan, Fiorentina. If Inter lose this game, we will win the league. Let's see what happens. That's more. I don't want to see this. What has happened in this game? Have Inter managed to get some points which continues the title battle, or are we going to be champions without having to play? It's 8:30 at night and we haven't been given the title, so I'm assuming they did well. They did. They went down to 10 men and still managed to get a 1-0 victory, though. We can see AC Milan totally throwing away their title chances. Look, they're down the 4th position. There's a chance that they might not even get Champions League football this year. They're doing really badly now, but the important match today, ourselves up against Lazio, a win will make us SerieA champions. Are you excited? Because I am. Sesko is back from injury, so he'll get back into the team, and this is the team that we're going to go for in this one. I would say probably our strongest 11. Kepa in goal, Christensen, Zagadou and Romagnoli the back 3. Dallo and Christensen as the wing backs. There's a bit of an argument to say that Kalulu would be our best right wing back, but we're going to go with Dallo. Rice, Riise, Camavinga in midfield, Abraham and Sesko up front. All we need is a victory and we become SerieA champions. Right, so here we go. These are the 11 boys. Can they go and do it? Let's find out. A Rome derby that could possibly win us the league. Riise with the corner, ball into the box, and Romagnoli doesn't win it. But Camavinga finds Rice, and he'll go down this right-hand side. Can he cut the ball back in? He does! Oh, Sesko nearly got himself a goal after returning from injury there. 4 minutes in, we've already had some great chances. It's still 0-0 though, as the ball's thrown in by Christensen. To Rice, and back to Christensen, and back to Camavinga. Can we get the ball in the box? We can. Sesko, it's off the post. Oh, what an effort. Off the post and then off the back of the goalkeeper. And it's not gone in. The ball swung in by Dallo there and headed away. Oh my goodness me. What an effort from Sesko there. As Christensen recovers well and challenges Felipe Anderson. And we've already had a couple of great chances to go ahead. But we aren't ahead at the moment. Riise with the free kick into Sesko. He heads it. It's cleared off the line. Sesko's had 3 chances and he's not put any of them away. It hits the bar. I didn't think it hit the bar. It certainly was on the line and was cleared away. And thanks for that amazing angle, FM, for the goal line technology. That was really useful. As Lazio got the ball now 20 minutes in. Immobile's in behind the defence here. Can he get past Kepa? Yes, he can. But the flag has been raised for offside. And it's 0-0. I tell you, I need to catch my breath here as Sesko's got himself injured. What is going on in this game? Why is this happening? Potential. What do you mean potential? He either has a lower leg injury or he doesn't. Sesko has to come off. He could have had a hat-trick by now. And now he's off injured after 25 minutes. Raspadori will come on for him. And we'll have to play the next hour of the game without Sesko. Dallo throws the ball in very close to the corner flag there. Swings it in to Abraham. Raspadori, Christensen. What's going on there? Someone's been flagged for offside. Abraham had a great chance to score there, but he couldn't put it away. And are we going to live to regret some of these missed chances? Let's find out. Rice. Back to Camavinga and Rice. And all the way to Zagadou. And can it come out to Dallo? Indeed it can. Into Riise. Forward to Abraham and Dallo. Lovely football. Riise now. Get the ball in the box, son. He can. Abraham doesn't rise up. But Camavinga hits it and that's come off the post. Can we not score? Are we just not going to be able to score and win the title against our city rivals here? It's going to have to be taken to the last 2 games of the season. It might be at this stage 0-0 against Lazio. Give them a party at full time. That's what I'm saying. Give the fans a party and we'll encourage them from the sidelines here as we start the second half. We've totally dominated. 2.5 XG and we haven't scored any yet. What's going on? 25 minutes ago, and this is the first highlight in this second half. Romani forward to Esposito, and it's into Immobile. He's in behind the defence now. Can he finish? He chips Kepa and he scores. And are we going to lose? Look at the stats. Are we going to lose this game? That would be absolutely ridiculous if that was the case. We're going to have to pause this. We're going to have to change some of our tactics, I think, when we're in possession. Play a little bit wider, a bit more direct with a much higher tempo. Never mind playing out defence or anything like that. Let's look at us in transition. We want to be countering and distributing quickly. Oh, goodness me. This is what we do when we start the game playing the ball about nicely at the back, and then it turns out it doesn't work, and we just have to basically go long and get our players running in behind. Camavinga's played well, but he's dead on his feet, so we'll bring on Weston McKennie for him. I say there's 25 minutes to go, and we're now somehow down 1-0. I don't understand how that's the case. Demand more from this team. There's 10 minutes to go now. We're losing 1-0. We can't throw this away at the end of the season. How horrendous a bottle job would this be if we threw this away? 4.5 XG, and somehow we are not winning this game. There's 2 minutes left. We're going to have to put another man up front who's struggling for fitness. Christensen's having a horrendous game. So we'll move Christensen to play him as another player up front. Romagnoli can go and play at left back for us. He can career forward as a wing back and attack. Sure. Why not? Who do we even have on the bench that can play up front? Nobody. We don't have anyone that can play up front. Who could play? He said here, this says yes in Calafiore. No, I don't like that option. We'll play Johansson. That's what I've decided we're going to do. Confirm that change. Go. 4 minutes added time. It's a corner kick. Reese with it. Into the middle. It's headed by Abraham. It's over the bar. How are we going to lose this game? How are we going to lose this game? I'm convulsing here. Esposito has it now on that left-hand side for Lazio. Are they going to score a second? It would be unfair if they scored a second goal, wouldn't it? Esposito, Luis Alberto. Back to Esposito. Ball into the middle. Immobile. All the way back to Lazare here. And he plays it over to Kamara and Luca. And Reese wins it. And can we break away? Abraham finds Raspadori. He's in behind the defence. Can he score? Can we get an equaliser? Raspadori. It's a save by Odero in the goal. And there's just a minute to go. And this could be the last highlight of the game. Romani down the left for Lazio. Plays it back into Kamara and Luis Alberto. And Romagnoli clears the ball away. And we are going to lose this game. How have we lost this game? This is an absolute FMing if you've ever seen one. 4.7 XG, and we have had 15 shots on target, and we're going to lose the game 1-0 unless Raspadori can do something here. Down the left, the ball off the defender, and it's full time, and we've lost 1-0. How? How have we done that? Look at those stats. I'm not even going to say anything. Just look at the stats. How? How have we lost this game? How? How have we not scored? I wouldn't mind if we'd lost the game if we'd 5-4 or something. But we haven't scored. That's ridiculous. How has this made me so angry? We're still 4 points clear. We still just need to get ourselves a victory at some point in the next two games, which are only against AC Milan and Juventus, who are technically better than Lazio. But we should have been Lazio. Oh, I'm so conflicted. Should I be happy? Should I be sad? Should I be annoyed? Should I be worried? What should happen? We can't throw this away, can we? Can we? Well, I suppose the only positive is the next episode has nothing to do with SerieA. It's the Coppa Italia final. And you know who we play in that one. It's Inter Milan. Can we get some revenge after what happened last year? We'll have to wait to the next episode to find that out. So if you have enjoyed this one, even though we could have won the title and we've maybe thrown it away with a 1-0 loss to Lazio, who knows? Please do leave a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. You don't want to miss the next one where it's the Coppa Italia final. Then the one after that will be the last two league games, so we have a chance to win SerieA. You don't want to miss anything. And then we'll be leaving Roma at the end of the year to go and play somewhere else, or go manage somewhere else. As I say, this is getting exciting. So subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And until the next one, which is the Coppa Italia final up against Inter Milan. See you then.